Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's kaliMonroe and we are back with Wancy Entertainment, one of my favourite channels to watch. You will obviously know this by now. So today we've got two horror stories, one called The House and one called A Little Boy. We're going to jump straight into it. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video and I will be back with you at the end of the video. Well, I'm not going anywhere. You know what I mean. Let's just tune into it.
This happened when I was in college. One day, I decided to sleep at my friend's house. After having fun eating takeout with my friend and chatting for a while, we both laid down to sleep. Then I suddenly started hearing the sound of a wooden percussion that is typically used in Korean temples. However, as my friend and I were sincere Buddhists, I just laughed and then fell asleep, thinking it was a hallucination. About a month later, I met her again at a cafe near her house, and I made a joke. Hey, did you turn on the Buddhist broadcast at your house that day? I kept hearing the sound of a wooden instrument when I slept over at your house. Then my friend suddenly looked serious and asked me if I heard it, and she abruptly called her mother, trembling. Hey, Mom, my friend heard it too. What should I do now? In confusion, I asked what was going on, and my friend suddenly cried and said, I keep experiencing sleep paralysis ever since I started living in that house. I've been suffering this for 5 months, not 1 or 2 days. I can't live like this anymore. She then confessed that she'd been staying at a nearby motel. It was fine at first, but she started to have sleep paralysis more and more, even when she was in the motel. I was so surprised when she told me this. To reassure her, I told her to pack up right away, check out of the motel, and come to my house. Then she cried even harder this time, and she said she's too scared to enter that house by herself. She asked me to go with her, so we took a taxi and went back to her house. However, the moment I went into her house, I thought I was going to cry too, and I was sure that something was wrong. As soon as I opened the door, I suddenly smelled rotten water. My friend had a goldfish at the time, and there wasn't even a drop of water left in the fish tank.
Wow.
The fish was dried up and laid there dead.
Wow.
We ran out of the house without even thinking about packing her stuff up. We didn't go back to my house right away. Instead, we wandered around the crowded streets for a long time before returning. When we finally returned to my house, we both sat on my bed, thinking for a long time about what we had to do, and then fell asleep. When I woke up the next morning, I noticed that there were several missed calls from my mom. When I called her back, she asked me, Are you at home with someone right now? Why, Mom? I asked her, almost crying out of fear, and then she told me about her dream. In her dream, a tall, skinny, and abnormally big-eyed man was looking through my window in black clothes.
Oh no.
Why isn't she coming out? Why?
This is creepy.
Why? He muttered this while watching me. Mom ran towards him shouting, What are you doing? Then she suddenly woke up from her dream. So I was honest and confessed to my mom about my friend's house, and she told me not to go anywhere with her.
What?
She lived in my house for about a month. One of her mother's relatives was a shaman, and she suddenly got mad when she talked about her daughter, and then advised my friend to stay close to me. I think her house might have been possessed by a ghost. I thought about why he couldn't come inside my house. I guess it's because my mom bought some ceremonial salt before I moved into this house. And one of my relatives, who was a monk, once visited my house to pray for me while I was away. Maybe that's why. My friend later told me that she had moved out of the house,
Thank
and
goodness.
the owner actually accepted her request without any complaints. I
Good.
think cheap houses like those always have a legitimate reason. And fortunately, she's doing very well now.
Thank goodness. That was a creepy one. Really creepy one. If you haven't experienced sleep paralysis, then you'll not understand that was creepy, man. Creepy.
My father's grandmother once told him a story of a man from the 1900s in Mexico that had a very heart-stopping experience. Said man, and let's call him Jose, a very common Mexican name, loved to drink. So he and one of his friends are finishing drinking at a local bar one night. When they leave the bar, they say their goodbyes and go their separate ways for the evening. As I stated before, it's Mexico in the 1900s. For most people, you either travel by your own 2 feet or by horse. Luckily for Jose, he had a horse. So off he went, back to his home late at night, taking the dirt trails. Along the way, he passes under a bridge. As he comes out the other side, he begins to hear what sounds like a child crying. He stops and gets off his horse. He looks in the direction of the crying. He soon finds the source of the crying. It's a little boy crying all alone. He asks the child if he's all right.
I'm lost. Can you help me?
Jose, of course, agrees to help the little boy.
No.
So he picks him up and places him on the rear of the saddle.
I don't have a good
He
feeling
gets
about
back
this.
on, and then they're on their way. As they travel along, Jose feels the little kid poke his back a few times. So Jose asks what's the matter. The young boy responds,
Daddy, look.
What?
I grew teeth. When Jose looks back, he's face to face with a horrifying sight. What was once a little boy now set a dark figure with rows of sharp, long,
the hell
white
is that?
teeth, smiling at him, with a pair of eyes that radiated death itself. Turning white with fear, Jose's only reaction is to pull back the reins of the horse,
Push
which
him up.
causes the horse to fall backwards. Luckily, he didn't get caught in the middle and just fell off the back. Jose wasted no time getting up and looking for his horse, but unfortunately, the horse had been spooked and
Oh,
ran
no.
off into the night.
No.
Jose proceeded to do the same and hightail it out of there, not even daring to test his luck. He didn't look back. The following day, when his friend asked to go for some drinks, he said only a little, because he didn't want to stay too late.
He's good. He is absolutely good. I would be done after that. Absolutely done. Alright guys, well, I think those two was quite good. Onesie never, or is it onesie or onesie? I don't know, but I'm just going to call it onesie. They never seem to fail, and again, if you haven't, you must have already. Check their channel out. So yeah, until next time, I will be with you again all very soon. I hope you are staying safe and positive wherever you are in the world, day or night. And if you haven't already, you know what to do. Turn on the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and comment below what you would like to see next, or just comment and let me know that you was here. But until next time, guys, thank you again. Bye.